Last Wednesday, I saluted Washington Redskins owner Daniel Snyder for his new charity, the Washington Redskins Original Americans Foundation, which some have called an obvious attempt to win over Native Americans because it only uses the term Redskins once in its name.
Stephen Colbert did a skit on his show making fun of the desperate and sad efforts of the Washington Redskins to counter the arguably racist connotations of their name.
I was so inspired by Dan Snyder's charitable outreach that I formed my own charity, the Ching Chong Ding Dong Foundation for Sensitivity to Orientals or whatever.
To any sane or rational person, it was evident that this was using and subverting the language of racism towards Asian people to satirize the attitudes and actions of the management of the Washington Redskins. To self-styled activist Sui Park, though, this was, in and of itself, inexcusable racism. Cancel Colbert, because white liberals are just as complicit in making Asian Americans into punchlines, and we aren't amused. Sui Park, March 27th, 2014.
But when I saw the tweet with no context, I understood how people were offended. The same way I, as an Irish American, was offended after reading only one line of Jonathan Swift's A Modest Proposal. I mean, eat Irish babies, hashtag cancel Swift, trend it.
Calling a satire on blundering racism racist was obvious enough that many were left scratching their heads as to what all the fuss was about. What made Sui Park a figure of internet fun, however, was her car crash interview with Josh Zepp on the Huffington Post.
Well, white men definitely feel like they're entitled to talk over me. They definitely feel like they're entitled to kind of minimalize my experiences, and they definitely feel like they are somehow exempt and so logical compared to women who are painted as emotional, right?
No one's minimalizing your experiences. No one's minimalizing your right to have an opinion. It's just a stupid opinion. I mean, it's a misunderstanding of what satire is.
You just called my opinion
stupid.
You just called my opinion stupid. That's incredibly unproductive, and I don't think I'm going to enact the labor of having to explain to you why that's incredibly offensive and patronizing.
Explain.
I just told you I wouldn't enact that labor.
Okay, thanks for being with us, Sui.
Because if there's one thing activists shouldn't be doing, it's trying to explain to people why they're upset, or what the problem is. They're just supposed to know magically, somehow.